Gavin DeGraw. He was a special guest out at my big night out, which is happening July 25th at the Hollywood Bowl. That's going to be exciting. And just as you mentioned, I Don't Want to Be, in the background, my producer Vanessa goes, little One Tree Hill action.
That's what I'm talking about.
It just made me feel very masculine because I didn't really know that was the association there. Yeah. I didn't watch a lot of Chad Michael Murray.
Bringing the manliness.
Yeah, I like to watch
Bringing it.
You know, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. More of a Sarah Michelle Gellar though. But if we're talking CW Network, that's
why not?
Now you know about.
You know they paid off my college loans with that.
I mean, it's amazing what a song that you write can pay over the course of your lifetime, isn't it?
Yeah.
And especially a song like I Don't Want to Be, which just really sticks to people's minds.
Fortunately.
When you were writing that song and you said, you know, thinking about paying off the college loans, obviously you were college age. What was it that inspired you to put together I Don't Want to Be?
I was watching, just kind of watching my peers all kind of go through their own path, trying to figure out who they were. It really was an identity type song. So it was about watching people kind of trying to figure out, you know, what they were, who they were becoming, and how they were going to get there.
So it really was a learning experience of life. It was kind of the...
Mostly. It was just me mostly hating on them.
Okay. I don't want to be like everybody else.
Exactly.
Well, do you mind? I mean, since we got One Tree Hill fans in the studio,
let's do it.
Can you play it for me?
By all means. Want me to sign your pillowcase, by the way? I'm kidding.
Can we just take a picture so I can lay you next to me? Kiss you goodnight.
There we go. 1, 2, 3.
I don't need to be anything other than a prison guard, son. I don't need to be anything other than a specialist, son. I don't have to be anyone other than the birth of two souls in one. Part of where I'm going, knowing where I'm coming from. But I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. And all I have to do is sing to me, and I have peace of mind. I'm tired of looking around the room, wondering what I gotta do, or who I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be anything other than me. I'm surrounded by liars everywhere I turn. I'm surrounded by imposters everywhere I turn. I'm surrounded by identity crisis everywhere I turn. Am I the only one who notices? I can't be the only one who's learned that I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. That all I have to do is think, and I have peace of mind. I'm tired of looking around the room, wondering what I gotta do, or who I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be anything other than me. Hey, can my baby was meant to be? Not like this and that. You don't have to be. I came from the mountain, the crust of creation. My whole situation's made from clay to stone. Now I'm telling everybody I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I have to do is sing, and I've peace of mind. I'm tired of looking around the room, wondering what I gotta do, or who I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be anything other than me. Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
live if you're out at my big night out. It's going to be ridiculous because it was insane that you could do that just right here in a little room.
Thank you, man.
What makes you go, you know what, I'm not just a songwriter, I'm an artist? Is there a moment where you realized you could do more than just write the song, you could actually perform it and people could understand the message?
I think what makes you think that is, I wrote a song, nobody's going to sing it.
So you're like,
I'm going to have to do this myself.
And then it luckily works out?
Yes. I was like, yeah, maybe somebody will sing this song. Anybody? Crickets? Crickets? Okay, I'll be singing this song. Yeah, and then you go out and you start playing the gigs, and you realize that it's just all part of finding your own career path,
Yeah.
And I think everybody who's ever tried to do something different or just get started in something that that they're not getting much help at to begin with, you all have to kind of take your own steps and
you learn maybe
hoping it works out at some point.
Cool. I mean, obviously it has worked out. Since 2003, you've gone platinum. You've had top 10 albums. You've done pretty much anything I think anyone could dream of.
Fortunately.
And now
it's been a cool ride.
It's interesting because you went from what you said was with I Don't Want to Be. That was kind of about like discovering yourself and not wanting to become the other people that were around you. Right. And now you've taken it a step further, it seems like, in your vulnerability with the new album with Sweeter.
Right.
Is this something that you consciously knew you wanted to do, or did it just sort of naturally happen that you wanted to open up about things we'd never heard from before?
I think it all comes with maturity, being able to face certain things and admit certain things at the same time, evaluating all of the different elements of yourself as a person and going, okay, well, it's important for me to tap into each of these things and expose each of these things as much as I can,
And was there a conscious effort in the past to not expose certain things because you didn't, and if there was, I kind of see one of two reasons. Either you didn't want to create some weird brand or image of yourself to other people, or you weren't willing to share these stories yet.
You have very good insight.
Okay. Or I've been reading your journal and I know exactly what's going on.
That's right. Diary.
So in this new album, we get not only the love stories, but it also sounds like you got a little sexy with it.
Yeah, man.
Weird thing to say to a guy in the studio.
Well. Oh, by the way, this massage feels like you have beautiful hands. It's an album that's really sort of run the gamut for me. Everybody has a lot of different pieces of their personality, a lot of different types of stories. We've all been sinners and saints at different points of our lives, so it's really about exposing each of those elements. Your own, the things that you've done right and the things that you've done wrong. There was a moment there where I was so self-conscious about my how people would perceive me as a person that I was too cautious to expose some of the wrong things. So but I have to accept the fact that my own fallibility is also worth exposing, because it's sort of my job as an artist to not edit myself.
It is, and the other thing is, like you said, you wanted to make sure that people had the right perception of you from the start, and maybe now, after time of building that fan base and people kind of understanding exactly who you wanted them to see you as, it's like they're a better friend to you and you can open up a little bit more to the fans who now already have a very strong notion of who they think you are.
Right. That's true. That's a good point. I feel like sort of I'm at confession with a bunch of strangers.
I'm just here for therapy. My sister's going to be a psychologist. So I saw on this album, there's a couple things that I thought were really interesting. Like there's a song where you're opening up a little bit about the sinner side of things, where you were like, well, I kind of want to hook up with that lady, but she's already got a boyfriend. She's already got a man. Right. Is that true? That's what I hear in one of the songs?
Yes. Are you talking about Sweeter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But I always feel stupid when I think I know what's going on in lyrics, because sometimes I don't have a clue what the message really was.
No, I completely understand. Really, that was really part of the goal of some of these songs was to not be so ambiguous.
Okay.
Just be like
straightforward and say this is the deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But where did it come from?
Sometimes the grass is greener and someone else's sugar is sweeter.
So who are you trying to talk into your sweet sugar? What's going on, green grass?
Did I mention how beautiful your hands were? That's it right there. Just about socially being somewhere, and you seeing something that you like that you don't have, that you want.
And I think girls are like that a lot too. They like a man better when they see another woman with him because it means, well, there's something to him that made her
There's
want
something
him.
to him, yeah.
It makes
yeah,
us
perhaps.
a little more intriguing to them.
Perhaps. And it adds to the challenge element of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It puts one more obstacle on the field, perhaps.
Okay.